One. Let's go live.
All right. We are live for
Yes,
the
we are.
first time ever. So, welcome back to the Philly and Pack podcast. My name is Ethan Jennings, and with me is my friend and colleague, Lam Ngafeeson. How you doing, Lam?
I'm doing great. I'm so glad that we can finally actually do a live stream.
Yeah.
We had some problems on the way to doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you are in the stream right now, so we can see we have one person. We're gonna kind of just like sit back and like wait for more people. But in the meantime, if you have any questions for us, you can ask.
Yeah, feel free to comment during the video. Yeah, this is our first ever live stream. But we're going to be doing this weekly. It's a weekly roundup, basically going, what happened during the week.
Yeah.
Trust me, this will be a lot more exciting during like college football and NFL football when there's actual sports to talk about.
Right now, we're just kind of stuck doing we did a little setup we're going to be doing. So we're going to be going through baseball, football, some college basketball stuff.
Yeah, we're going to mention other sports for the first time.
Yeah, some NBA stuff, some soccer stuff, and then at the end we'll be capping it off with some top 5 lists for the upcoming NFL season.
Yeah.
So that's what's going to be happening, and I think we should be getting some more people. So in the meantime, if you have any questions, you can go ahead and ask those.
Yeah, I'm going to type something in the stream real quick. If I can reach, because I'm short.
I can do it.
Yeah, you know.
What are you going to say?
Just welcome to the first ever Philly and Pack weekly roundup. Like a whole bunch of. You spelled ever wrong, just so you know. Let's go. This is fun. This is a good time.
This is more like the actual podcast you're aiming for here. It'll be more. The second person. Okay, so if you're in the stream right now, please actually say something.
Yeah, please ask questions. We're kind of desperate right now. So
we could get started like actually talking about what we were going to talk about.
Oh, they left.
Oh, okay.
Wow, that was fast.
We could actually get started on talking about what we were going to talk about, but it'd definitely be more fun if there was more interaction.
There was 5 people.
Yeah. Just please come in. Yeah. I'm just, being an ambassador right now. It started. Oh wait, there's someone back. Okay. Yeah. Feel free to ask questions. Yep. We are just waiting right now. We could start talking about stuff, but we are gonna hold off if you guys have any questions right now.
Yeah, we'll answer any questions that are typed in the chat, but until we get 5 to 10 people watching, we're gonna kind of hold off.
Okay. All right. So do you want to get started talking about about our stuff?
Sure, we'll give some of the smaller headlines thus far.
Oh, all right, sister. Okay. Well, that's an interesting question there.
Yeah, what made us want to do this?
You want to take this one?
Sure. I mean, we've both we didn't know this, that we both wanted to do a YouTube channel for a while. Hi, Bodie.
Hi, Bodie.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
But yeah, I've been wanting to do a sports YouTube channel, sports podcast for a while. And Lamb told me about how he wanted to do a sports podcast, and we're like, cool. So now we're doing this. Is your reply fire potato? I don't know. That's a question for Lamb here. You want to take this one?
I don't know. I don't know, Bodie. That's up to what your interpretation of how good a potato is. So I mean, yeah. Okay, I think we might get just started on our stuff.
We'll start with
our first topic was that so our first topic was on the MLB.
Yeah, they just canceled their All-Star game. Yeah. Good job, buddy.
Yeah, thanks for that. But
yeah, they did just cancel their All-Star game, which kind of sucks. It's very understandable. Pac-12 Shorts is in. What's going on?
What's up, Pac-12 Shorts?
Yeah.
Thanks for supporting our videos, by the way. Appreciate that.
You were the one of our first viewers that wasn't like one of our close friends from where we live. So yeah.
Yeah. So baseball did cancel their All-Star game.
Favorite college football team? Okay.
Well, I think you can.
I'm a big Penn State fan. I am from State College. Neither of us live there, but yeah, I'm a big Penn State fan. I went to my first Penn State game when I was like 6 months old. So yeah, I love the Nittany Lions.
Well, yeah, I'm a Spartan for life. So I'm a Michigan State fan, and no one could ever change that about me.
Yeah, that's nice. I mean that we're gonna.
So yeah,
it's gonna take a minute for us to adjust to get the live comments.
I wasn't really like a big college football fan until my 6th grade teacher got me involved, and now I am a huge Spartan fan. So that's what it is right now. And so
back to the All-Star game. So I mean, I've never really watched the MLB All-Star game. I'm a big MLB fan, but like for when it comes to like All-Star games in general, that's just never really interested me.
Me neither.
I
have no problem with it.
I know it's like a big deal for some people, but for me, I just doesn't really matter.
Okay. I finally. Okay.
Pac-12 Shorts.
I think. Depending on
what it is.
What time? If you have. Okay, so just tell us what time it is. If the stream is over by then we can definitely join that.
Yeah, I'd be happy to do that. I mean, that would be pretty fun to collab on.
Yeah, I mean, the reason why I don't like All-Star games are just because people don't really play to their biggest potential. I mean, in the 90s they had it after the Super Bowl, so no one was gonna get injured, and all the All-Stars actually got to play. Like in the NFL. Oh yeah, we'll definitely join that next week. And so like all the players got to actually play, and it was actually like the best players versus the best players. But now it's like right in the playoffs, so no one wants to get hurt, and like they just kind of touch each other.
It's also just like overridden by. It's just like
it's not.
And in the MLB, it's right in the middle of the season. There's an All-Star break in the middle of the season.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. It sounds pretty sucky.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting to watch and like it's mic'd up and stuff, but it's not as serious.
Yeah.
It is the best All-Star game though.
Yeah, because like
Bodie.
I guess you don't have any like physicality happening in baseball, so people can still do what they do.
There is some physicality.
I mean, they don't have to
happens.
They don't have to like hit each other.
That's true. Yeah.
So at least the pitchers can like actually do what they do, and the hitters can keep doing what they do. But like, moving on to NBA. Since the NBA they said they're gonna start on July 31st.
Yeah.
Hopefully they actually do start because I kind of really want the NBA to start.
They've got the Pacers and Heat courts set up in a conference room. But I mean, I'm happy about sports restarting. I think that, we're coming in slow. I think that's a really good idea.
Yeah. I mean, Orlando's looking like a bad spot right now.
I know. It looked like such a good idea when they first came up with it.
Yeah,
but Florida just spiked. So, I mean, yeah.
I mean, NASCAR. I wouldn't watch that even if it was the only sport on TV. But
I hate NASCAR.
But
I just never got interested in it.
I'm
not. I've never been a big car guy. Like
me neither.
To me, it's just a whole bunch of guys going fast in a circle. Like I just kind of, like I that can only sustain my attention for like max 5 minutes.
Yeah, so
like a sport that's got like interesting plays in it.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of players. There's a lot of players that have been that have saying that they're not coming. Like Gordon Hayward says
Gordon
that
Hayward from
he's
the
not
Celtics.
doing it because
he just had a baby. So
he's had a baby, so he's definitely
not
he's
him,
not
his wife.
he's gonna have so he's not going to be doing that. And Avery Bradley is not going. Like Dwight Howard's not going because of like trying to support the Black Lives Matter movement and like just kind of suppressing the sports for now. So I mean, I really want the NBA to go because I'm a LeBron fan and he needs another chip. But I mean, if there's less players that are going to be playing, there's always going to be like that asterisk put next to the team that actually wins it. If they do have it, though, like people are going to say like it didn't really count. So I mean,
especially with like big time players like you said, Dwight Howard and Gordon Hayward, like that's gonna.
Yeah, people are gonna say that it doesn't count, but.
Well, okay. After we finish this up, that's a really good question.
That is a really good question.
And I actually have this planned out already for like years. But yeah, the NBA is restarting. Pretty exciting. I watch college basketball a lot more than the NBA. I really started getting into it like last year, 2 years ago. But now Pac-12 shorts is a great question here. What would we do for a Big Ten realignment? So obviously Penn State fan, Michigan State fan.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, Northwestern is.
So I've always thought of having like 10-team conferences, and before you freak out, hear me out here. You play 9 conference games a season. You play round robin. You play round robin, and you don't really need a championship game. Like a good example of this is the Big 12, when Texas beat Oklahoma in the regular season, was the Big 12 regular season champion, but then lost to Oklahoma in the championship game. And that really frustrated me as much as I don't like Texas or Oklahoma.
Yeah, true.
It's like, I would like to see Texas because they played every team in that conference and they still won.
Bodie, Northwestern's gone because they're kind of irrelevant in the Big Ten to start with.
Yeah, they had one good season in football, and that's it. Like, their only sport that's really good in the Big Ten is women's lacrosse. Like, they don't really compete in much else.
Yeah.
It's just
that, I'd like to have West Virginia. I mean, I'd like, Virginia Tech or
I would like
maybe
any
Pitt.
of, like, the old teams that Penn State used to play, like Pitt, West Virginia, Syracuse, Boston College. Like, all those teams. Northwestern is in. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. Actually, Bodie, you can look at that answer. That is just true.
Yeah. See,
Bodie.
I would really like to see
like I would honestly love
in general.
I'd love to see like Notre Dame playing in the Big Ten.
Thank you. I've been saying this for years. Notre Dame keeps joining the ACC. Join the Big Ten. Okay, like how fun would it be to have like Notre Dame in the Big Ten East? Like Rutgers, you can go back to the FCS. I don't care at this point. You might be able to break the top 25 there.
Yeah,
I would really, really like to see like a conference with Penn State, Ohio State, Michigan State. I'm trying to think of all. I have this set up in my room. I collect mini football helmets, and I have this like whole conference realignment set up. You got like Penn State, Ohio State, Michigan State, Notre Dame, Syracuse, Boston College, West Virginia. I have to throw Rutgers in because they're in the Big Ten. And then there was one other team I am forgetting. What did I not say? I feel like Pitt, obviously.
Who would win between Kansas and Rutgers? I think
Kansas, they beat them last year, didn't they?
I swear they did.
Kansas played Rutgers recently.
I mean,
I'm looking this up.
I think Kansas is definitely going to beat Rutgers. I don't know. I don't think Rutgers. There's very few teams that are going to lose to Rutgers, in the Power Five. So I mean, I think Kansas is good enough.
I don't think there's any at this point, honestly, to me, that would lose to Rutgers. It's nice to have a doormat that we can beat.
We gave Rutgers their one win against a division. I don't think it was a.
You guys lost to Rutgers.
Yeah, it was like an FCS team.
Yeah,
or something.
Kansas in 2018 absolutely destroyed Rutgers 55-14.
So that's your answer.
And Kansas has gotten better, and Rutgers has gotten worse. So I definitely think Kansas is the better team between those two.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Anyways, next topic. Yeah. So it looks like the Redskins are being relevant now for reasons they probably don't want to be.
Yeah. And you know what? Comment what name you think the Redskins should take if they change their name.
Yeah. What So
yeah, because that is one thing.
What should they change their name to?
They just become one of those classic Washington teams. You got the Capitals and the Nationals. Is there another one? I mean, there's the Redskins, obviously.
I mean, yeah. What should they change
it
to? Because I mean, FedEx, their sponsor, is saying that they want them to change it.
Ouch. I mean, I feel like that defeats the purpose.
They just have another problem.
Yeah, I feel like
the Warriors. Okay,
I like the Warriors. I mean, the Washington Warriors.
That sounds catchy, but that's kind of.
Yeah, it's like a classic.
Yeah, it would just.
Yeah, I would like to see
I think maybe. Bodie, you do know the Indians in baseball have been pressured to change theirs too.
Yeah, they had to get rid of their
doing
logo.
That would not actually.
Yeah, it doesn't help that much. Although that would be such a Dan Snyder thing.
That would be a thing for the Redskins to do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an Eagles fan. I hate the Redskins no matter what their name is, but I especially hate them because they're racist.
Oh my gosh.
I guess some people would think the Indians is less offensive than the Redskins, but still though.
Why do you want to put yourself in that predicament again? It's just too close.
It's like being the Washington white people. It's just that doesn't work.
Yeah. If you swap the Redskins and Indians name, Cleveland Indians have
pressure, but not having.
I mean, obviously,
I would like to see
if they're gonna change it. Why make it? Why make it that?
Our high school actually.
Yeah, our high school
is thinking about changing their name.
Our high school's in a predicament right now where they might change their name too.
Yeah, because.
So
of this thing.
I mean, it's like saying the Washington insert N-word and then changing it to the Washington black people.
Exactly.
It doesn't really make a difference. It's still weird. Your logo's still going to be weird.
Bodie would be fine with the Washington white people. Bodie, that would sure be an interesting conversation.
I mean,
we could get our own video out of why choose the white people here. But,
when you have 80% of your roster being black, that'd not be the best idea.
He also has no problem with the Washington black people.
You have you don't have any problem with anything, I guess.
Yeah,
you're just an equal opportunist.
Bodie's just how about we just choose something that's not related to race and get the whole issue over with, right?
Let's just name them an animal. Isn't that what everyone does?
Yeah. Just change your name to the Red Hawks or
the
something.
Washington Lizards. I don't know.
That would be cool. You got the Wizards and the Lizards in the same town.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you have? PSU and MSU 0-12 or Michigan?
Okay, so
I hate both of that.
What would you rather have Penn State and Michigan State go 0-12, or have Michigan and Pitt win a national championship? Well, let me tell you.
I would have so much trouble struggling through an 0-12 season.
Okay, let me tell you. Okay. So this is what I have to say.
What are you saying here? What's Penn State's record if Pitt wins a national championship?
No, Penn State gets 0-12, but Pitt does not win a championship.
Yeah, but if Pitt wins a championship, is Penn State like 1-11, or are they like 9-3, 10-2?
But it doesn't matter what they do. Pitt still wins.
Yeah.
I
honestly.
Okay. Let me
comment what the record would be if Michigan and Pitt won a national championship. Comment that record.
I think I'm gonna pick Michigan State going 0-12. I cannot take Michigan winning a natty. We already live in Michigan. That would literally kill me. Like I would not live.
By the way, Pac-12 shorts, who's your team?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're curious.
Oh, we both go 11-1, but they still win the natty. That means we probably lose to them on the way. We probably lose.
No, I don't have to play Pitt. I don't have to lose to Pitt.
Yeah, but Michigan winning it. Yeah.
I don't have to play Pitt.
We'd probably lose to them in the Big Ten championship.
If you said like Ohio State or something, I don't know. I might have chosen. Oh, you're a UCLA fan.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry we kind of crapped on you.
Yeah, we kind of like. We were like totally wrong about the non-conference schedule for UCLA. They like always play tough non-conference opponents, and they didn't this year.
Yeah, I mean, you had some pretty good guys that left your team, so that's kind of sad.
Okay, I don't know because I still might take the Pitt national championship. I hate this question so much because, like, I'm very I have a lot of pride in the fact that Penn State hasn't like really had a bad season in my lifetime.
Michigan can't win, and I can't take that. Like.
Yeah, I feel like I would pick Penn State going 0-12 and Michigan winning a championship because of all the people here. But I don't know. I think I would have to go. I might side with ULAM and go 0-12 here.
Yeah.
How about you? Who's your biggest rival too? Like probably like USC or something.
Yeah, Pac-12. What do you think? Like, what do you think the UCLA's record's going to be this year?
Yeah, where did we have them going? We had them like going like 3-9 or something, 4-8.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Thompson Robinson, but you pulled a TCU and had good players and were still bad.
Yeah, and let them all go.
But I don't hate UCLA. I would love to see like Penn State play UCLA, especially when UCLA is having a good season.
Yeah.
Because we play in the Rose. We've played in the Rose Bowl recently. That one.
Yeah, that.
UCLA is probably one of my favorite teams, though, in the Pac-12.
Yeah.
I don't hate them. There's a lot of teams I don't like. USC. But yeah. Our year maybe 8-4 at the best, worst 5-7. Okay.
I'd say both those records are pretty optimistic. I mean.
Yeah, I'd say yeah.
I mean, like that. I wanna agree with you because I don't really have anything against UCLA.
Yeah, me either. I don't like UCLA's like never like ripped our heart out.
They somewhat. Yeah, so I don't. Yeah, really? I hope that you guys know they. Okay, so yeah, someone on our basketball team gave me contact with someone who had it on the girls' basketball team.
Oh, really?
But like, how did you laugh at the?
Oh, I laughed at that too. Yeah. I laughed at that too.
God. Oh my god.
That was funny because of how much I hate Michigan. I'd rather see Michigan State win than Michigan.
Oh my gosh, that was insane. I think I've watched that highlight at least 50 times.
Yeah. I really like seeing Michigan lose. Because Michigan, has taken natties out of our hand. I'm pretty sure we went 11-1 my birth year in 2005. And they freaking beat us. Michigan did. We even beat Ohio State that year. And we still managed to lose to Michigan. But we got way sidetracked. What's our next thing?
I mean, okay,
you can say his name.
So McCurr Maker is a 5-star recruit playing high school ball. He is committed to Howard University when he had offers from
UCLA, Kentucky, and Memphis. Yeah, his top 2 schools were Howard and UCLA. So sorry, Pac-12 shorts.
So I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, I think this is definitely a statement by him.
I'm happy. I mean,
like, Howard's getting an insane player, and he's probably still going to get drafted. So I actually like the move to go for Howard because in these times right now, it's kind of just you're just kind of starving the big teams. So I mean, play where he wants to play. I mean, Cam's brother played in Howard, now he's on Auburn. So I mean, yeah, I think it's a great move for him. I think he's gonna destroy whatever conference.
His stats are going to be out of this world.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a 5-star recruit playing like Florida A&M.
Yeah, I mean,
they're not even in that conference. Like,
no,
is North Carolina A&T?
They're in like the Northeast. Like,
no, Florida A&M is like in the independent now. They're joining the SWAC in like 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that guy. That's pretty. It's pretty.
Is it
insane.
too early to say that Howard will probably win the MEAC? I mean, you have one of the best players in the country.
I think they should.
2017.
2017. Well,
I know Penn State was in 2016.
Probably gotten robbed a couple times.
Yeah, I mean, Wisconsin's always a solid team. I'm pretty sure this is the year that I have a schedule right now, but I'm pretty sure wasn't this the year that Wisconsin went like 12-0?
Yeah, I think this is. Yeah, they were first in the Big Ten. They wrecked everyone apparently.
Yeah, this was the season. Yeah,
I mean, I already feel like the college rankings like prefer SEC teams.
Yeah, they lost the Big Ten championship though. Like that's the big thing because when you're like this is all before like Minnesota was on the rise and stuff. Like this is when you got like Northwestern, Nebraska, Purdue, Illinois, Indiana. Or not Indiana's not in the West. Iowa was like the only like tough game from the West.
I mean, I think the rankings are rigged in general. I mean,
yeah, I mean, Alabama's always going to be up there. Alabama.
If your name is not Ohio State, you have a very small chance of actually getting to the playoffs.
Yeah, it's just in the Big Ten.
It's so annoying.
Yeah,
I don't even know.
I've really felt the pain of like the rankings bias. I mean, I know Pac-12 was probably happy when they got Washington in over Penn State. But, you know, even if you guys got in, you probably should have been 3 and not 4 and probably could have made it to the national championship game. But instead, you had to play Alabama.
Yeah, we got in the playoffs one time, and we got mollywopped by Alabama.
38-0. That was an L.
I don't think
honestly
we were ready to even be in the playoffs. I don't think we were ready, but we did do what we had to do, and we made it to the playoffs. But obviously, we did not belong there.
Yeah, I thought Iowa belonged there anyway. Like, that was one of those cases. Because Iowa just absolutely destroyed everybody.
Honestly, I don't know. It's about time that we actually get a franchise quarterback. Like, in terms of one that will be a franchise quarterback later on. I think it's a – yeah,
oh, you guys scored?
Shut up.
You guys scored.
I know we scored. It's
for you.
Shut up.
So happy for you.
Shut up. Anyways, it doesn't matter, though, because it just annoys me because we're always just going to have, like, these, like, good guys everywhere, but we cannot freaking get a quarterback. And someone get me a quarterback for Michigan State. Our best quarterback has been arguably Brian Lewerke, and if you've seen how bad he is, you will know that that's not a good thing. And Kirk Cousins, the only quarterback that's actually translated into the NFL.
Exactly, Bodie. Thank you. That's why Notre Dame won't join the Big Ten, is because of Ohio State.
Yeah, they know they're getting an L every year.
Here's the thing about Notre Dame. They're such like a name brand school because, you know, you look at like, you know, the 80s and 90s, even the 70s when like Notre Dame was this dominant team. You had a whole bunch of teams that were also dominant and that were independents. Like Pitt and Penn State were both independent in like the 70s. And I think Penn State joined the Big Ten like 92, 93.
I don't really want to expand the playoffs to 8.
I wouldn't hate it.
I don't wanna, but
since 2016,
if they're gonna keep like screwing us over, then it needs to happen.
Yeah, same. Penn State's sat at 5 in the playoff. Like I would love to see them play Who would they play? They would be a higher team.
We would realign the playoffs just by like the rankings, but like just make it 8 teams and make it, and
because the thing is like putting 1 against 4, that's still going to be a close game. Like, I could see 1 and 8 like being still a fun game to watch.
It's still fun. I mean,
Notre Dame does not get screwed over in the playoffs. They made it
every year, dude. Okay, they literally made it like 2 years ago, right?
Which is more right, BCS or probably BCS.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like just because of like the what was that? 2008 Oklahoma State lost to Iowa State. They lost 1 game, but LSU Alabama was still the championship.
Yeah, I mean,
BCS easy, I think.
Yeah, if we had 8 teams, we could like do the top 2 seeds get a bye. Like, there's a lot of ways you could do that.
I would rather see it be like a straight up bracket, though.
I mean, yeah.
I would rather see like a
number 1 might still like
2011,
like nasty like slap 8, but it'd be a good game.
Yeah, like
it would be like the NBA basically.
Like, if you think about, like, I want to see last year what it would have been heading into. I know I've been, like, getting on my phone and looking stuff up a lot, but, like, just bear with me.
Yeah.
Please load.
I mean.
There we go.
I mean, if you would, like, okay, so tell us, like, the teams you think are going to be the 4 playoff teams this season. And I'm gonna say mine. Ethan can say his, but
I have no idea yet.
I think it's going to be Alabama for sure. I think it's going to be Alabama. I think Florida actually has a really good chance.
Yeah, I know. I like Florida this season. I also like Auburn.
Alabama, Florida. I think then. Sadly, it's probably still going to be Ohio State. And then
I think Ohio State will probably be the one.
Because Justin Fields is getting ready to maybe win a Heisman. And then the 4th team,
Texas A&M and Arizona State.
Yeah, sorry, Clemson. Okay, I was my mind just So I think
I've got to go.
I think Clemson, Alabama, Florida, and Ohio State.
I'm going to go in this order. 1 Clemson, 2 Ohio State, probably 3 Florida, I guess 4 Alabama.
But Arizona State, okay.
And Texas A&M.
We actually said that they were going to have like a good season. Like we said they were going to go 9-3.
Yeah, I said they won the Pac-12 South, but like
jeez.
Yeah, exactly. That's another thing. Like, you're not getting in if you're not a Power 5 team. But just for reference, last year, if it was an 8-team playoff, it would be LSU, Wisconsin, Ohio State, Baylor. That would have been a good game.
Oh, my gosh. This actually needs to happen.
Clemson, Oregon. Like, see what I'm saying? And then Oklahoma, Georgia. I mean, you can't go wrong with that.
That's pretty fire, not going to lie. Yeah, I'm going to get up real quick.
Texas A&M does have
I'm going to get up real quick. Ethan, keep going.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. But, probably I'm going to go. Lamb, I can't get to the next topic because of your phone. Please sign that in. Sign that in real quick.
Thank you.
All right. So, just real quick, I'm going to say this. So there is a 4-way tie at the top of the Rocket Mortgage Classic with Seamus Power, I believe he's Italian, and then Matthew Wolf, Bryson DeChambeau, and Mark Hubbard. So that's pretty cool. But, yeah. All right, Bodie. So you've got Clemson, Alabama, Ohio State, LSU, or Texas A&M. I really do like Texas A&M. I think they're a solid team. I don't think they're playoff bound. I could see them being top 10. But really LSU, because here's the problem. They lost like 75% of their starters. Like, I think LSU will still be good. I think they'll be like 8-4, 9-3. how would North Dakota State fare in the Big Ten? Okay. I think North Dakota State is a very talented team. But if you were to stick them into the Big Ten right off the bat, I do not think that would be a good year for them. I think that would be an absolute struggle. Because, I could see them beating some of those lower teams like Northwestern or, they beat a ranked Iowa team a couple years ago. But for them to have to play teams like Ohio State, Wisconsin, Penn State, Michigan, even Michigan State on occasion, I do not think that would be wins for NDSU. I definitely think they could beat Rutgers. But really, I don't think that would be a good fit for them. Now, if they were going to go join Conference USA or the AAC, now I think they can compete.
Yeah.
Yes, they would play in the West, though. So, if they could, 1-11, give them a couple years, though. Probably. I could see them going, max 4-8.
Yeah, that's with insane upsets.
Yes, LSU's new QB has promise, but they're in the SEC.
He has promise. They're in the SEC, and
Notre Dame playoff
they lost
chances.
half their team.
Yes, I would love to see North Dakota State join the MAC or the Mountain West. I think that's definitely a good idea. I forgot about those two conferences. But Notre Dame playoff chances. As much as I hate Notre Dame, they're always going to have a pretty easy schedule. They basically play out of the ACC.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing for Notre Dame. They always play ACC teams. And it's – here's the thing. If you put a couple years ago when Notre Dame made the playoff, if you put BYU uniforms on those players and have them play the same exact schedule with the same exact record, they don't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
UCF is a good team for where they are. If they join the SEC, they're going 6-6.
UCF in the SEC.
They're going
I like these situations.
I like it, but they're going 6-6.
Yeah, UCF is a much better match than North Dakota State I really like
that UCF and the SEC. I would actually love that.
Yeah, how fun would a UCF Florida rivalry? Why do I hate Notre Dame? Because I hate Notre Dame.
Yeah,
they're so annoying.
2017. The Michigan State was ranked, and we lost to Notre Dame.
I find Notre Dame so overrated that I hate them at this point.
So yeah, I don't
like them.
I want them to come play in the Big Ten so we can slap them a couple times. But
yeah, UCF
I don't like
did
them.
Claim a national championship in 2017. I think they totally could have won it.
They should have.
They totally could have won.
They should have made that was so annoying. Imagine going 12-0. And being in a good conference and not going to the national championship.
Yeah.
That must have sucked.
Plus, the AAC is not a bad conference. We got Cincinnati and Memphis. Notre Dame plays really hard teams twice a year when they're in.
Yeah, they play two good teams. So if they lose to those teams,
how many? 12? Yeah.
They go 10-2.
Yeah.
And if they don't lose to them, they go 11-1 and 12-0, and that's playoffs.
I feel
that's you're just proving our point here.
Without my bias against Notre Dame, I think there's always a chance they make the playoffs because of the CFP.
Facts.
They should have.
Facts.
Yeah. They should have made the college football playoff, but SEC bias won't allow that. Yes.
They need
absolutely.
To get a new board. Just shoot it off.
We need to just get rid of all the bias. I wish there was a way to just, put people in who have no previous knowledge of seasons that have happened and just watch the season. Pick the teams who played the best that season.
Yes. Like, and stop worrying about like what players they're recruiting. Just because a player is a 3-star, if he plays like a GOAT, then like they deserve to get where they are. Like just because one team is recruiting 5-star guys all the time, it does not mean that they're gonna automatically have a better team.
Yeah. So Cap, we're not overrated.
With
we would slap you guys if you're talking about Notre Dame slapping Penn State right now, Bodie. I don't even know what you're saying.
I mean, you guys just lost your running back. I'm pretty sure.
You guys lose everything every
Bodie,
year. You're not. Bodie.
I can tell you that Michigan State is not who they used to be, and we're just an average team right now.
But you got slapped by overrated Michigan.
You have to admit that Notre Dame is not what they used to be, and they would get slapped by Penn State.
Oh, and by the way,
and Ohio State.
By the way, Penn State beat Michigan, and you guys lost to them by a lot. So don't even tell me that you guys were better. Don't even tell me.
The SEC is so great that they won't allow any G5 team at this point.
No, of course not. I don't think the SEC is the best conference either at this point. Actually, maybe this year they could be.
Yeah, I mean, Florida's really good.
But, for the last couple of years, the Big Ten might be better, especially because of the East. When Michigan State was still good.
Things that when Michigan State was still good, and remember Minnesota, Iowa.
Of course you would clap Michigan State. I'm sorry, Lamb, but you guys are 6-6.
I already admitted that
you would not beat us.
I said you guys would lose to Penn State and Ohio State. I never said, and probably Minnesota. I never said that.
Yeah.
I never said that.
You guys would lose to Michigan. You guys would lose to Ohio State. Definitely lose to Penn State. You would probably lose to Minnesota. You're going to lose to Wisconsin this year.
And Iowa would be a tough game for you guys. Yeah. Just saying.
I think you would beat Iowa, but it would be a very close game. But yeah, SEC being the best conference. Maybe this year, since Texas A&M is probably going to be good.
Florida is good again. Auburn is probably a playoff contender.
Okay. Here's a question that wasn't even in our notes.
Yeah.
What if Urban Meyer comes to retirement?
What team does he go to?
Exactly.
Comment down below. What team would Urban Meyer go to if he comes back?
We would go 9-3 on a bad year. Wow, Bodie. 9-3 on a bad year.
Yeah, playing your.
You did beat Michigan 2 years ago. Yeah, way to go. Yeah. I mean, no. Maybe this year because they don't have a quarterback.
They don't have their quarterback, bro. Like, Bodie, just chill.
Chill. It's
okay. Fun. What team would Urban Meyer sign with if he came back?
State, please.
I don't want
Urban Meyer.
Like, he went off the radar for a reason. He had some problems.
And Pennsylvania State. It's the Pennsylvania State. Thank you.
We're gonna beat Wisconsin. Okay, let me just read this off. We're gonna beat Wisconsin and Minnesota and Michigan and Penn State on a good year. Sorry for the typos. Okay, let me.
You're playing Wisconsin this year, aren't you?
Let me rephrase that. You're going to lose to Wisconsin, probably lose to Minnesota, beat Michigan, and not beat Penn State. Bodie, okay, let's be real. Notre Dame is a good team.
Of course,
you guys You guys obviously get a lot of wins from a lot of lower teams in the ACC, and I'm sorry, but once you actually start playing, once you have back-to-back, once you see Wisconsin, Ohio State back-to-back, you guys are gonna know what a good teams look like. I mean, I'm sorry. We're on a winning streak against Michigan for a while. Yeah, Michigan.
They're so okay. Well, since I talked about Notre Dame being overrated, now I'm going to talk about how overrated Michigan is.
I mean,
I gotta
talk about
Michigan.
Historically great franchise and all that. Yeah, because you guys won every championship in the 1950s.
Yeah, way to go, the 1950s. You guys are that's a long time ago.
I don't think that should really if they win one game, they're gonna be ranked this season. That's just the way it goes. They're ranked until they're 500.
Yeah. Notre Dame is I will always be worried for a Notre Dame game. I would be worried any year if Penn State played Notre Dame.
Of course. Me too.
Yeah, I know I talk a whole lot of smack. I think Penn State and Notre Dame would be an easy win for Penn State. But that would be a fun game.
Yeah, I mean, We could switch gears a little bit and talk about the NFL right now.
Well, you haven't mentioned your soccer thing.
Oh, yeah. Just a quick little mention, by the way. Team, if you guys don't watch the Premier League, but a team in the Premier League just won the championship, Liverpool, with 7 games left to play, which is actually a record because that's insane, just if you didn't know. But yeah, we're going to switch to the NFL now. Obviously, everyone's been talking about the Cam Newton signing. I honestly think it's a good for the Patriots.
Yeah, that's so annoying. Someone picked up Cam Newton.
It's kind of insane how cheap they got him. I think it's like a 1-year, $7 million deal.
Yeah, it's so easy.
And that actually waivers on some things that he has to do. So I mean,
and then there's the whole AB Russell Wilson.
Cam Newton has to be really desperate at this point. I mean, it would be a Bill Belichick thing to do to bench Cam week 1 and actually start with Jared Stidham. I think that would happen in a regular world.
Yeah.
Go
ahead and keep asking questions. It's good.
Yeah, this is nice.
All right.
Do they not? In the Premier League, they just go by table. So you get 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, 0 points if you lose, and you keep going. You just play 38 games, 2 games against every team. And Liverpool won with 7 games left, so that's pretty insane. So if they lost the next 7 games and the second place team won the next 7 games, they still wouldn't win.
That's pretty good.
Yep.
I don't know that much about soccer, but I know it's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, the Patriots are an underdog for the first time coming in the season. So, I mean, I think Cam can lead them to an 8-8, 9-7 record, and I think that'd be good.
Yeah.
I also think that'd be good.
But now, before we end this, we're going to blast off a couple top 5 lists here.
Top 5 lists.
Yeah, so, comment your top 5
Okay, so
too.
First of all, we're going to start with top 5 quarterbacks. If you guys need some time, comment down your top 5 quarterbacks heading into the 2020 NFL season, 1 to 5. Just tell us the list you got, and then we'll tell you guys what we have for the top 5.
Yeah. Trying to think though, who is our top 5?
Yeah, we had
A-Rod's at 5.
Yeah, we had A-Rod.
I know 1 was Pat. Sure.
Yeah, we had Russell and Drew Brees at 3 and 4.
And then Lamar.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to give you our top 5. If you didn't already hear that.
Yes.
So at number 5, got Aaron Rodgers repping the jersey behind us.
You already know. I mean, he slipped down a bit, but, he's still an all-time great.
Yeah. At number 4, we got Drew Brees. I like Drew Brees a lot. Purdue guy. I don't know how Purdue ever got Drew Brees, but, hey, it happened. And then 3, we have Russell Wilson, who, may have AB soon. We saw that video. We're not going to hype that up too much.
No,
we got the media for that. But anyway, 2 down, we got Lamar Jackson coming off his MVP season. Obviously Patrick Mahomes is 1.
Yeah.
But, you'd think that we might have Jackson at 1, but really,
Mahomes was back. Yeah, he's got a target on his back. They got more film on him, and Mahomes got injured, so his stats could have been way better if he didn't get injured. So I'm just saying, Lamar Jackson, I believe in him.
Yeah,
he can obviously get better throwing the football. Patrick Mahomes just looks like a lock-in, Pro Bowler every year. So right now, that's the number 1 quarterback in the NFL.
Next, you got running backs.
We got top 5 running backs.
And number 5 got another Packers guy.
Yeah, we got Aaron Jones. So we're repping number 5 today.
Yeah. And then number 4, we have – crap, who did we have at 4?
4, we have –
I know 1 was McCaffrey, 2 was Saquon, 3 was Derrick Henry.
4 is Alvin Kamara.
Kamara, that's right.
So we got Aaron Jones at 5, Alvin Kamara at 4, Derrick Henry at 3, Saquon at 2. Even though he got injured, just check his stats. He still had a really good season.
Yeah.
And 1, we had Christian McCaffrey because he is doing it all right now with the Panthers.
Yeah.
And so, that makes sense.
Yeah,
And then
finally we got receivers, right?
top 5 wide receivers. Yes.
I believe 5 we had Devontae Adams, didn't
We
we?
have 5. No, 5 we had Mike Evans.
Oh, that's right. And
Yeah.
then 4 was Devontae Adams.
Devontae Adams.
3 Julio Jones.
Yep. I'm sorry. I actually love Julio Jones. But Mike Thomas is 2 because he did win Offensive Player of the Year last year. And then number 1, D-Hop.
All the way.
Nuke. Sorry, Texans. You
traded the best receiver in the game.
Please fire Bill O'Brien. Do it right now. Please fire them.
Bodie thinks the Pats are an underdog. They're never an underdog.
They're technically an underdog. I don't think most people are thinking that they're going to do anything this season.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're going to do anything this season. So.
All right. So if you got any last-minute questions, we're going to, give it a minute, type them in. If not, thank you for watching
our first live stream.
Yeah. We're doing this weekly, so.
Not that many people joined in, but we enjoyed, the questions. These were actually good questions.
That was actually nice. That went a lot longer than I expected.
Yeah, keep hitting us up. We are going to do this every single week, and we're going to finish off our college predictions with our independence predictions, probably coming out on Monday. So, yeah. Anything that you got to say before we end the live stream, go ahead.
And we'll give it until 51:30 here, and then
yeah. Cool. 3 likes on the live stream.
Yeah, looking good.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't believe how long it took us to figure out that we can, live stream on the computer.
Yeah.
But that looks like that's all we got here. Thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe for more sports videos, and see you guys next time. All right.